Today, we discuss one of the most surprising geopolitical moves in recent history, former U.S. President Donald Trump's proposal to buy Greenland from Denmark. At first glance, this idea may seem bizarre or even humorous. However, when we examine the reasons behind this proposal, we see that it is deeply rooted in strategic, economic, and historical considerations. For historical context, the U.S. and Greenland. The idea of the U.S. acquiring Greenland is not new. In fact, in 1946, President Harry Truman offered Denmark $100 million in gold to purchase the island. The U.S. already has a military presence there, operating the Thule Air Base since the Cold War. Given its strategic location in the Arctic, Greenland has been on the radar of American policymakers for decades. Strategic importance of Greenland. Greenland is not just a massive, icy landmass. It is a critical geopolitical asset. Located between North America and Europe, it offers a prime location for military operations, surveillance, and control over Arctic shipping routes. 1 point: military and security interests. The Arctic is becoming a contested region, with Russia and China increasing their influence. The U.S. sees Greenland as a way to counterbalance these powers. The Thule Air Base already plays a role in America's missile defense system and could be expanded further if the U.S. controlled the island outright. In an era where cyber warfare, missile technology, and global conflicts are evolving, controlling Greenland would provide the U.S. with a unique advantage in defending the North Atlantic. 2. Economic and natural resource potential. Greenland is rich in natural resources, including rare earth minerals, oil, and gas. These resources are becoming more accessible due to climate change, as melting ice exposes new mining and drilling opportunities. China has shown interest in Greenland's resources, and the U.S. wants to prevent Beijing from gaining a foothold in the region. Owning Greenland would give the U.S. direct access to these valuable materials, which are crucial for technology, military equipment, and clean energy production. 3. Climate change and the Arctic race. As the Arctic ice melts, new shipping lanes are opening, potentially cutting travel time between major global markets. Greenland could become an economic hub in this new Arctic trade network, and Trump's proposal was likely an attempt to position the U.S. at the forefront of this change. Trump's perspective: the art of the deal. Donald Trump, known for his business mindset, likely saw Greenland as a long-term investment. He even compared the potential purchase to a large real estate deal. 1. Expanding U.S. territory. Trump saw Greenland as an opportunity to expand American influence, similar to the Louisiana Purchase or the acquisition of Alaska. Acquiring Greenland would have made the U.S. the dominant power in the Arctic, shaping global affairs for generations. 2. Economic development for Greenland. Greenland relies heavily on Denmark for financial aid. Trump suggested that U.S. ownership could bring economic prosperity through infrastructure investment, job creation, and tourism. He argued that Greenlanders might benefit from closer ties with the world's largest economy rather than depending on Denmark. Denmark's response and global reaction. Unsurprisingly, Denmark and Greenland strongly rejected the offer, calling it absurd. Danish officials emphasized that Greenland is not for sale and that its people have the right to self-determination. The global reaction was mixed. Some laughed it off as another one of Trump's unexpected remarks, while others recognized the strategic logic behind the proposal. Some analysts even suggested that Denmark should have considered selling, given the financial challenges of governing Greenland. Conclusion: was it a crazy idea or a visionary move? So, was Trump's idea of buying Greenland ridiculous or brilliant? While the proposal was dismissed, it sparked a serious conversation about the future of the Arctic and U.S. foreign policy. As climate change reshapes the Arctic and global superpowers compete for influence, Greenland's importance will only grow. Whether through economic partnerships, security alliances, or even future negotiations, the U.S. will continue to seek a larger role in Greenland. Trump's proposal may have seemed shocking at the time, But history has shown that bold geopolitical moves often start as ideas that people initially dismiss. After all, when the US bought Alaska from Russia in 1867, many called it Seward's folly today. Alaska is one of America's most valuable territories. Perhaps decades from now, we'll look back and wonder, was Trump ahead of his time?